Hello everybody. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 4 ways for you to raise your frequency and change your luck. If you are new here, welcome. My channel is growing. In about 4 to 5 days, it will be 6 years since I've started this channel to give back. Yes, when you get to the level that you know you are advanced, you're ready to maybe semi-retire or be a consultant, that type of a thing, and it is time for you to share, to teach, or to give back, then that is what I was feeling. So I am an advanced psychic medium and psychic healer. I am a shamanic practitioner. I'm a shamanic witch, and I work primarily through the subconscious mind. In that vein, I have learned how to recharge my aura, eliminate negativity, transform myself, and I've studied a lot over the years. So I actually sat down one day and created an ebook full of affirmations, and that link will be below. It's very important how we think and how we speak about our life and our self. So I am also a licensed esthetician. I'm all about health and healing and skincare and makeup. So this platform gives me an opportunity to play with makeup and pile on the makeup, and that is what I did today. If you're new here, you may or may not know that I am under a very stressful period right now. I have had a period similar to this before, and I'm a little bit familiar about what to do. I have to move. This place is smaller, so I think it's going to be a little bit easier for me to manage. I'm also making more money than I was back in those days when I had to sell my furniture and sell my mobile home. But it's it's highly charged with negativity. Negativity is highly charged, okay? I learned when I was studying hypnotherapy. We tend to remember the bad things that happened a lot more. We want to hold on to them because they're so incredibly charged with energy. It's also the ego trying to help us, make us think that we need to protect ourselves, right? And isolate ourselves sometimes to the point of not really being good for us. And just not moving forward. So in this way, these negative memories can keep us blocked, they can keep us suppressed, they can keep us oppressed, they can cause a multitude of problems. I felt, my shamanic initiation really had to do with my emotional crisis. And I'd already learned a few things that helped me get through it. And it was after I got through it and I transformed all the negative thoughts and attitudes and behaviors into something different. After my mind decided to give me a dream. So there's all kinds of things that can happen once you start believing and claiming that your life is something better and something more than what it is right now. I'm going to share with you what I have is 4 suggestions on how you can change your luck and charge your aura with positive energy today. I've tried to explain off and on that if I teach nothing to anybody, I want you to know that thoughts are things. And if you change the thought, you change the feeling. However it is that you're feeling about yourself, however it is that you're feeling about your life at the moment, okay? So, now sometimes it takes an illness to slap us in the face and make us realize that everything else that we thought was so important was really not as important as trying to gain a handle on your health, how you need to eat, and if you need to start some type of a physical exercise routine. It can be difficult to have to accept the situation that you're in for a while. It took 4 years at one point for me to be able to get into a better situation. And I employed several of these techniques that I'm going to share with you today. All right? Number 1, I talk about going out into nature and connecting with the earth. The earth has negative ions that balance us. When we are stressed, when we are sick, we have too many positive ions in our aura, and we need to take off our shoes and go out and sit on Mother Earth. This will help to ground you if you're feeling, in the clouds, you're not really connected to your body and you have trouble focusing. You need to learn how to ground and connect to Mother Earth. And this can have to do with sitting under a tree, going to the park, walking on the grass barefoot, okay? Be careful where you walk, but you need to have your bare skin connecting and touching Mother Earth. We have lost our connection to that part of our self, and we need to plug back in. So now I have 4 other things here, so with that one it would be 5. First one I have here is what I'm doing right now. In order to help myself get through all this stress, I painted myself all pink. I treated myself to a nice new lipstick. I just have a thing about lipstick. I've got 25 lipsticks now, not counting the glosses. It's my thing. I love it. It's artistic. This is one way that I express myself. So, along with getting on here and sharing a multitude of other things, the positive aspects and the ways to get through a tough time is my way right now in this video of paying it forward. I had a hard year last year and I struggled through it, but I'm now at a point where I'm calling in favors. I have paid it forward and I'm going to share with you how you can pay it forward also. I've talked about mitigating bad luck and negative things happening by donating throughout the year. I have a habit of just whatever things that I have that I can't use anymore, they don't fit me anymore, I don't want them anymore, and they're in good condition, I put them in a bag. And when I have 2 or 3 or more items in that bag, and I'm driving by Goodwill, I stop at Goodwill and I donate. And I don't do it that often. I don't really have that much to gather up and give away on a regular basis. Doesn't matter. You get 6 or 7 items eventually in a bag you can give once a year. You are giving your best, and so you can call for your best. When you call in your favors, because you need them now. This is sometimes called planting a seed. If you did it with money, you could call it seed money. You can donate money at stores, that have those little donate boxes. There's lots of other ways you can donate. If there's a charity you like to donate to and write a check to them every month. My mom did that for animals. Now, she taught me one thing that I've learned that I'd like to share with you. There's been a couple occasions when I have seen people that were sitting outside and they had a little sign. They needed help or food or money or anything you could give. And I do not give money. Let me tell you why. I'll ask, are you hungry? Can I go to Burger King? Would you like a burger, fries, onion rings, a shake? What would you like? Do you want food? And if they say yes, I go and I get them what they want. If they say no, I want money, I leave. I'll tell you why. One time I gave money and I happened to get on the city bus because I didn't have a car at that time. And there was this man and this woman sitting on the bus. The woman was obviously glazed, her eyes were all glazed over. She was drunk and she was pregnant. And the man that I had given the money to was standing next to her. And he was just looking at me like, I guess, what can I do? She was going through withdrawals, I guess. But she had a bottle in a paper bag. And I realized, oh my God, he went and bought alcohol. And this is something that my mother had said she has also seen. And so she didn't give money to people that looked like they might be drunk or, hungover or anything like that. She preferred to give good food, orange juice, coffee, whatever, or some other type of a donation if they need a blanket or a pillow, but not money. And there are some organizations I've heard that actually place people on these busy streets, on the corners that have these signs and they look like they're just down and out. And they end up making bank by the end of the week. So I don't give cash. Is that my doorknob? Okay. So yeah, I've been packing boxes and I've got a pile of boxes going up already in the garage. My living room is 25% empty. After I take a picture of the sofa, hopefully I'll sell it on Facebook. We're having better weather now here. It's about the middle of March. And again, I'm having to deal with the fact that I need to let it go. It's going to go to somebody else. It'll be a blessing to them. I don't need it. I can't take it. I don't know where I'm going to go and I don't know what I'm going to do. So once again, I need to travel light. So this is what paying it forward is. Doing something that is going to be a blessing that you could call on in the future, whether you're sharing information, helping other people, maybe helping them move, and then you in turn find someone to help you move, things like that. Okay? I have notes. Number 2. This is an oldie, but a goodie. Attitude of gratitude. You can change a situation. You can make a relationship better that hasn't been completely destroyed yet by changing your attitude and having an attitude of gratitude, okay? Let's say I've heard a story about a wife who kept nitpicking and nagging and complaining about her husband not doing things or not doing things right or good enough, something like that. And she started to compliment him when he did something finally or thank him for it. And at first he looked at her like, are you trying to goat me into a fight or something? I mean, what was that sincere? And she said, no, I'm sincere. Thank you. So, we can get caught up in our own mind and just start being ungrateful for the little things that people do for us. Another thing to do is like having a Thanksgiving every single day for yourself. Write down what you're grateful for, okay? Literally. I'm grateful for this, my clever mind in fixing this ring light twice now, figuring out how to take it apart and put it back together so it's not flopping over all the time. I'm grateful for the free sofa that was given to me 3 years ago. I've just cleaned it with an amazing little green machine I found out here at the garbage dump area. That's worth $125. It works. I went and bought the cleaner and I cleaned this front rug here. I cleaned the entire sofa. And I can sell it for maybe $75. I'm grateful for the kitchen dinette set that was given to me. I can also sell that for a few dollars. All 4 bar stools are in perfect condition. Once you start getting on a roll, you just realize how many things around you that you should be grateful for that you're not. You take them for granted. The people you're with. I'm grateful I was able to buy this shark machine when I was receiving reemployment money every week, even though they want me to pay half of it back. I can't focus on that. During that time, I also got a nice big cat treat for my familiars. I'm very grateful for my familiars. They have comforted me when I am upset. They wake me up when I need to get up and go to work. They make me laugh when they play or when they try to help me clean around here. Just write down everything you're thankful for. I'm thankful for the series of unfortunate events that occurred about a month ago where I ended up getting a truck. Go watch that video, okay? Because I thought it was gone for good. And all of a sudden I had received a very upsetting text message and I called the person and started communicating with them. They were not willing or able to accept responsibility after having it for about a month. I would say that it now needed work. I don't know why it needed work. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did. If they hit a bump somewhere, some way. But the owner had already left. And by the end of the day, the new owner had just returned it. Now, I had asked for that truck, but the person was not willing to give it to me. I let it go. I figured somehow, some way, things will work out for me. So, in case my car dies, I'll be able to go and buy another one. So after a couple of weeks, the owner said, well, I'm not there anymore, so My friend doesn't want to fix it. Whoever wants it can have it. It still wasn't given to me. This is someone who had a habit of really not showing me appreciation and didn't give me presents. The text message I received was, whoever wants it can have it. And I said, damned if it's going to go back to that person. I said, I'll take it. So in receiving my tax refund, I've been able to do the basic things to get it drivable. Turned out it was the water pump that was broken. I got a new one. I made a few phone calls and I found a place and got it done for half the price from the other place, right? I got a second opinion. They also gave me a new belt. And then the window that had fallen, I was told where to go to have that done. I went to have that done, and they only charged me the diagnostic. The window was not broken. It had fallen several times and was rattling around in there, but never broke. So that was pulled up, and he said, we just put some glue, and we taped it to the frame, leave it alone for 24 hours, and they just charged me a nominal fee for the diagnostic. This is a resource, and it is more valuable than my old Toyota Camry. I could also pull a camper if I do end up buying a camper that I need to live in. At least I will own the camper, even if I have to clean it and remodel it. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of renting. So I continue to go around being grateful. I've learned how to use these new modern washer and dryer machines so that someday when I get a house, I'll buy those. I'm grateful for the beautiful dining room set that I have, that I earned when I had money and it was invested in the stock market. And when it went up and I had earnings, I took that money off and I bought that dining room set with it. And that's the nicest piece of furniture I've ever had. I'm grateful for the bed that was given to me. I had done favors for someone who had cancer during the pandemic. She gave me the sofa and she gave me the bed. And the bed is like a Sealy Posturepedic. I'm not selling or giving that away. It's very nice. And I cannot put a price on a good night's sleep. So you're just going to start being so grateful for all the things once you start going around the house. And the more you realize all of the good things that you do have in your life, you're able to go to work, you're able to pay to get, little repairs done on your car when you need it. You have good friends. I have a good friend. She just took me out to Chili's a couple of weeks ago. That was really yummy. And she gave me a whole bunch of skincare products from Clinique, okay? So once you do this, you've got to keep it in mind every day, okay? Because if you're going through a change and a stressful period right now, you have got to remember there's things to be grateful for. There's a silver lining. But you have to remember and you have to claim it. Call upon your memory. Think of a time when things all of a sudden worked out. And for me, it's usually been at the last minute. It's like a test of faith, all right? And this is what I say about me living primarily by faith and not fear. Number 3, positive affirmations, okay? So along with being positive and grateful for the things you have, you need to speak what you want into your life. I have good friends. I have friends who are healthy and emotionally balanced. They are stable. They like to eat well. They like to exercise. They are responsible, right? I attract good people who are good for me to be around. Things like that. Now, I have an ebook on affirmations, and the link will be below. One way to state your affirmations is I am or I have. And I had been saying that I have the newer, younger vehicle that I need, because I knew this one was going to not last forever, like maybe not even 9 more months. I have a younger, good vehicle. And that is right now what I have, is that truck. All the things that I need that are best for me are coming to me now. The universe is not something that you can say, okay, I want this. Okay, you're not ordering from a menu. I want this with this and this and that and that. Right? In X amount of time. It has to sort of sometimes happen the way it needs to happen. I am calm. I am self-confident. I have self-esteem. I am enough. I am good enough. Everything works out good for me. Everything is okay. I am lucky. I deserve to be lucky. The resources that I need come to me. All of the knowledge and the information that I need to make improvements in my life are coming to me now. As I was saying that affirmation a couple of months ago, I came across a flyer in the mail. I think I might have tossed it, but something caught my eye. And it said, if you come to our bank and get this card and swipe it 20 times before the end of the year, we will give you $250. So I ran over there, it wasn't far away, and I signed up, and I kept track on my wallet with a piece of paper every time I swiped it and how many times a day I needed to swipe it to buy something for like $1, right? Or 50 cents. To have 20 swipes by the end of the year. About a week ago, I got my $250. And I only spent about, how much did I spend? I might have spent a total of $20. I picked items that were about $1. Some of them were a couple dollars. Yes. I was very surprised. And I got it. That's a big help right now. I am grateful for the fact that I have learned how to use affirmations and speak to myself. You create your own luck. You literally do create your own luck. You could pass over a $50 bill if you're thinking about all your problems. So I gave an affirmation in my last video, I think. Every day in every way. I am getting better and better. And believe me, for me to have another setback at this phase of my life, this is my third one. And I'm hoping the third time is the charm, and I've finally learned how to continually put some money aside in a good investment that I have chosen. As I'm self-taught, I've studied and I've practiced, and I've just listened to 100 videos at least on different ways to invest. What happened was, as I talked about choosing a bank for my next CD, my friend began to confess to me that she and her husband have accumulated quite a lot of money, and they are wealthy now. She doesn't even realize it. I said, oh my God, you're in a different tax bracket now. You are wealthy. They spent 15 years steadily working. They paid off their cars. They paid off their house. They were also advised to invest in a mutual fund. And she said, you could go to that company on the internet and get a CD for a higher interest rate than you would at the bank. I said, okay, thank you. All right, last one. Blessings. Did you know that you can turn a bad deed into a good deed? Yes. If you have done something harmful or hurtful to someone, you can turn it around and you can work to be a blessing to that person. Okay? It's similar to what I talked about in the beginning here, I think, about an attitude. This is offering to, if you're sitting around harboring resentment, anger, whatever, for a coworker or a manager, whatever it is, it's very, very taxing on your health. This is charging your aura with negative energy, and you have to stop that. If you cannot come up with a solution to approach the person or approach somebody else to help you to enlist their aid, then you need to find another way. If you've actually wished somebody harm, you need to reverse that as well, unless it's justified, okay? I'm not talking about someone that needs to have a binding done because they're hurting somebody else. This is just your own frustrations. You're not getting recognized at work. You're jealous of someone, things like that. Light a candle, a white candle, for a few minutes every night and say, I wish blessings to go to so-and-so. I wish to reverse my ill feelings that I'm having every single day about so-and-so. I've been jealous. I've been frustrated. But now I wish to reverse that, and I wish blessings to go to so-and-so. They might even get a promotion. They might be moved to another department. They might get a better offer and leave the company altogether. So that's another option. That's all I have for today. I am running out of battery juice now on my phone. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope it has been understandable and helpful. I've only given you a few anecdotes to try to explain what I'm trying to talk about, but you must keep a handle on your thoughts throughout the day, every day. Otherwise, the negative thoughts are driving your car, okay? You need to be driving your car and being in control, and when you have a negative thought, stop it and say cancel. Cancel that. I am good. I am okay. Everything works out good for me. All right. Blessed be, and I will see you next week.